Our vision, the alleviation of poverty, education for all, and the provision of basic amenities for those in need in order to create a world where charity and compassion produce justice. Self-reliance and human development is as relevant today as it was those years ago. Today, Muslim Aid is one of the largest international development charities operating in the UK. With over 13 field offices around the world, operating in conflict zones such as Sudan, Pakistan, and Gaza, our projects now range from disaster relief to education projects, training and rebuilding communities. This is what you had seen in the documentary earlier. The trauma suffered by those innocent children is enough to make any normal charity worker feel traumatized. Needless to say, it is one of the most difficult places to get to provide any relief whatsoever. Only a few months ago, our Dr. Qureshi, our trustee, traveled to Gaza with a delegation. And again, the work that was carried out was primarily to do with helping the young children who had suffered the devastation after the attack. Here, I must also express our appreciation to the Egyptian ambassador for all the assistance and support in getting aid to the occupied territories. We have greatly expanded our operations to include innovative, long-term sustainable programs supported by the community and the regional and international development agencies. Muslim Aid works to address the root cause of poverty and undertakes sustainable projects to empower people to fulfill their true potential. All our programs are focused on empowering individuals and communities to become independent and self-reliant. We have striven to gain the trust and the respect of the communities by ensuring that we work with them, understanding the sensitivities of the communities we work in. Through the generosity of our donors, we've been allowed not just to provide handouts, but programs that offer genuine opportunity for a brighter future. Our projects provide infrastructure of houses, schools and hospitals, but also offer training for doctors, education courses for adults and children, and economic schemes tailored to helping foster enterprise. Over 25 years, our projects have brought millions out of poverty. God willing, we will continue long into the future. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to our donors, whether individuals, governments, or NGOs. The incredible generosity of all of our supporters, many of you that are here tonight, and the others that have helped us through the years, has enabled us to relieve immediately the suffering caused by conflict and crisis, and then deliver long-term sustainable programs to break the cycle of poverty. It would also be remiss of me not to take this opportunity to thank all those that have made possible all this possible. First of all, our staff and volunteers deserve special thanks for their time, skills, and service to make Muslim Aid a catalyst for change in the lives of millions of people around the world. We truly could not have achieved what we have without the hard work and dedication. If today Muslim Aid stands tall, it is because of the bricks and the stone that lie hidden in its foundation. The scores of dedicated staff and volunteers, both at the headquarters and the field offices, because of whose toils and labors the Muslim Aid vision has continued to flower. They may be unsung and unknown, but they are the real heroes of this noble enterprise. Besides these formal associates, we are also fortunate to enjoy a ready welcome and enthusiastic support from the common people wherever we happen to arrive. I wish we could have done more, but it has been supremely rewarding to be received by kind looks and grateful eyes when in places traumatized by war and natural calamity. Last but not the least, let me also say how much we owe to our founding trustees. I came on board a little later, but to be honest, it has been the most tedious and yet rewarding experience of my life. We owe also to the reach and the noble galaxy of our chairpersons, beginning with the one and only Yusuf Islam, famously known as Cat Stevens. He came in the first and the formative years, and while we do not have a life chairmanship, he remains an iconic charity worker engaged in a diverse charitable work, funded mostly by his royalties. Sadly, we miss him today, as he's abroad, but he has conveyed his salams and best wishes to you all present here. Having limited two-term chairmanship, we are also able to rotate the talent available within the Board of Trustees. The chairmanship has since been occupied by reputed religious scholars like Dr. Darsh, may Allah bless his soul, and Dr. Soeb Hassan, as well as Mr. Moeen, and our last predecessor, a young management consultant, Farooq Murad. They are all very much part of the achievement and event that we are celebrating today. One cannot forget the fullest support I have had from my fellow office bearers, namely the Vice Chair, Dr. Manazir Ahsan, Secretary Tanzim Wasti, Treasurer Professor Ghulam Sawa, and the Assistant Treasurer Mehboob Kantharia, along with all the trustees as well. The untiring support of our CEO, Mr. Saeed Sharifuddin, and the Assistant CEO, Mr. Hamid Azad, as well as Mr. Tufail Hussain, the project manager of this event, and all other staff who have spent long nights in planning for this event, is indeed greatly appreciated.